Ooh, okay. Right, we're recording now as well.
Lots of things to smile about today.
Let's go and look at Thinkific. So I will share mine. Paula, do you want to say your bits about the different pricing plans? Because you've got a different one to me, potentially.
Yes. Well, actually, so there are 3 different versions, actually. So I've got a free version, and then I've got the step in between the free and what you've got. So you've kind of got like the most upgraded, but not still the most upgraded plan. But there are 3 different versions, actually. And
so there's some things I've
got
that the free version won't have, yeah?
Yes, quite a lot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
well, shall I go through? I've copied an existing course just to go in and play with. As we're going through that, do you want to pipe up if there's bits that you know are not included in the free version, or what's the best way to do it?
I was going to say...
unless you want to show yours first, whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say probably show mine first, purely because actually then, I mean, it's on the free plan, which if you're going to have Thinkific, you know, having the free plan to start with is great because you can put a course in there. You won't get charged anything. And then you can kind of put that out to the world, okay, and let that make you money to then possibly upgrade. So then you can create another one, you know. And that's really the benefit of it. So before we do this, because I may need to jump off, Carol, did you want to talk about November really quickly whilst it's just a closed group?
Oh, yes. Is everybody? Yes. Okay. Yes. You talk about it because you've got all the details.
Okay. Actually, Audrey already knows because Audrey already saw me this morning. So
this is a big secret, folks. And Catherine, I don't think you would be able to join us.
Well, we'll give Catherine the opportunity. So if you write down Tuesday, the 26th of November, we are very aware it's the middle of the week or the start of the week, okay? But Carol and Paula will be having lunch in Birmingham. You are welcome to come and join us for lunch if you want to. Okay, the last person that turns up pays. I'm joking. No, but you know what I would say actually, you know, is that we will be in, you know, dates, the times, etc. It's going to be around 1 o'clock, we think, but all details to be confirmed. But it will definitely be Tuesday, the 26th of November in Birmingham.
And you can get there from the train station quite easily.
Yeah, so it's within walk of the train station. So yeah, and I'll be getting the coach up from Heathrow. So
can I just say, you say within walk of the train station, but how long would it take a mobile person to walk?
It's really close, isn't it? So we were looking on the map yesterday.
I could give you the distance of the straight because I'm not very good at timings. Maybe 10 minutes max.
Okay.
Maybe 10 minutes max.
The old joint stock pub.
It's up one street.
Okay, hold on a second, and then I'm going to show you.
Not Temple Bar, that's Dublin.
Birmingham. Which train station would it be, Carol?
Birmingham New Street.
New Street.
Yeah. Birmingham New Street. I'll show you on the map. Oh, according to my things, Birmingham New Street. Is that the station, or is that just giving me a pub, Birmingham New Street? I'm doing really well here. Oh no, there's the Birmingham New Street. I've got it.
I can.
Stop. Got it. I've done it. Let's remove this one. Okay, it shows that it's 6 minutes walk. Okay.
Okay.
So if I just share my screen really quickly with you, okay. So here is the station. Okay, here. And it says come out onto the main road, and then we're literally just going to be here.
You go up this road here. I can't remember what it's called. Temple something or other, I think.
Okay.
You're back to Temple there. Temple Street.
Temple Street, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then down to Temple Row.
6 minutes. 0.2 miles.
Okay. Yeah, it's not very far at all.
In fact, Sally, you'd probably walk further inside the station.
Yeah, I think that's because it's a big station, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mega.
Yeah. Okay. Start training for it now. I might, you know, might be a doer.
Right. Okay, but keep it quiet because Paula's meeting her daughter as on a surprise.
I'm flying over.
Don't want it leaking out to her that her mum's over in the country. Okay.
Yeah, and the Sundays are going to be her birthday, so I don't want to let her know until when I see her on the Sunday on her birthday.
But
so
we will find a way of letting you all know.
yeah, it will
Catherine, I
go.
presume you won't be able to join us.
But if you do want to fly over, we'll be around. Okay, spot a lunch in Birmingham, you know, because it's a go-to place in the UK if you ever want to fly over.
That is actually a lovely place to have lunch. It's really
So,
quite a nice place. Right. Okay.
I suggested all bar one, but Carol went, no, we've got so much nicer places. That's you took me last time, love. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's like, this is the first place that sells wine. Let's stop here. I think that's all it was.
Right. Okay. So
let's look
back
at
to Thinkific.
Yes. Oh, and we can't put this inside the Facebook group, hence we're telling you live.
No.
Right. So let me just share my screen with you, okay? And this is the free account, and you can have a free account. And I'm going to show you that Thinkific are really cheeky. If you actually go to their plans here, okay, and look at their plans that they say, it does tell me up here currently on free, and it's an active account, but it doesn't give me an option of a free account here like most others do. It kind of just ignores it, and you can't really even see it. So you've got the basic plan, which is the one that I'm on, okay, which is 36, and it shows me in euros because I'm over in Europe. So
Yeah.
it shows me in euros, okay. But then Carol's on the start plan, I do believe. Yours is start or no, yours, because this is the new names for it, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
mine is an older version, so maybe I'm sort of somewhere between start and grow, I think.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So I mean, and you can see here already actually from the free version, okay, I've got access to all of the free features which are here, but also affiliates. So affiliates are not part of the free, and this is how a good way to actually check what is part of the free. Coupons are not part of the free, and you cannot have a custom domain. So this is the free one because this is for supercharge your lead magnet. So you end up with a domain really that has got the thinkific.com at the end. Okay, oops, let's let Rachel in.
It's okay.
I've done it. You end up with a thinkific.com at the end, but you can put anything above in front of it that you like, really. So on the free one. So it's a great for getting started. Okay, but it won't actually have your business. You can put your business name in there beforehand, but it'll be your business name.thinkific.com. It won't be like Carol's is courses.coolschool.com or mine, which is magictagic.com. So you can't drip your content.
I'll
Which
show you
means,
more of that in a minute.
So, but yeah, it just means that you can't actually kind of give something to somebody at a certain day or a certain time. You can't do manual student enrollment. Now, if I wanted to, in mine, I've got this one, the basic one, I can literally go and give people access to a course. On the free plan, you cannot. The only way you can give somebody access to it is to put the price to 0 if you want to give it to them for free, and then let them have it. Okay. But if you've kind of got it up already out for sale and you want to give it to them, okay, you then have to be really cheeky and kind of give them an access to it when you're going to put the price back to free. So not everybody buys it, but free.
That's
I know
weird.
it is a bit funny, but it's designed to be as you know, it's a play feature almost, a free account, but you can enroll people, you can take money, you can actually run a course, but you just have to be careful when you're kind of getting going. All right. And you can't email students from the free one either. Now, I don't email students really anyway, so from Thinkific, so here.
Yeah.
Now, the difference between what would be mine and Carol's, for example, okay, is that I can't put in my account assignments. So assignments are things like you have on the courses platform at the moment, where you know, send assignments back to Carol. There are such a thing now called live lessons. They never used to be there, and live lessons are where we can actually put now like live Zoom calls inside the actual course, but we still tend not to do it because I don't trust it. Prerequisite lessons. Now, prerequisites are really important. Now, we have this actually set up in mine and in Carol's actually, where you can't do some things unless you sign your terms and conditions, for example. You have to agree to that, okay, before you can move on. So that is the prerequisite lessons. You can't issue student certificates until you have the same level that Carol's got. You can't create memberships and bundles. Now, you can actually create one membership in the basic and the free, but it tells you can't do it until you get here. Multiple prices per product. Now, that's really key, the multiple prices. I can't do that on mine. But say, for example, who at the moment now knows that Brioche Part 2 has landed? Okay, right. Who signed up for it? Okay. Now this, yeah, I know you guys have. I saw it. So, but we've got a few different price points on that. Okay. So we've got a price points for like early release. We've got a few price points for different things, but it's one product. Okay. So I can't do that in mine. I've only got one price point per product. And in the free, you definitely can't change it. It's only one price going, you know, at all times. But you can have multiple prices per product on the one that Carol's on. And then you can do website code editing, which is just a step up even for me inside Thinkific. That's a bit too much. So, but you can, but yeah, but you can see that, you know, it's kind of got all of that. And then you
Right,
can kind of
so
see here if anybody
sorry,
wants to go grow
carry
and
on.
expand, it would then be a lot more. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't want to kind of show any more than that. But there
no,
is a difference, and I want to show you between, because I'm going to show you this one and then Carol's going to show you
yeah,
hers, okay? Okay, this is the free plan. So, and there is a big difference between the free and what Carol's going to show you. In the courses, okay, for the free, like I said, you can only have one course. You only get the option to have one at a time. That is it, okay? If you want to have another one, you literally need to upgrade. It will tell you need to upgrade. You don't have a choice. Now, we do have a community attached here, okay? You can have one community. I've called it a test community because we were playing. And this is actually like the Cool Wall community or my Chat with Paula membership. But some people use communities for groups of people coming in for different courses, for example, you know, if they don't want to use a Facebook group. So, but on the free plan, you can have one community. There's also this digital downloads, which is new actually with Thinkific, and you can have 5 digital downloads with the free plan. So, and you can attach prices to these, which is really quite cheeky because it's not a product, it's a digital download. So although you can only have one course in here, you can have 5 other things in here as well. Now, creating a digital download is great, okay, and it's all good as long as you can get the people from these sales, okay, or these digital downloads into your email service provider. Now, with the courses that Carol and I have set up, we have it set so when they purchase a course, okay, then those people jump straight into the email service provider. So that way then we can track you and then email you afterwards. With the digital downloads at the moment within Thinkific, okay, those details do not make it to an email list because it's classed as a digital standalone project download. So actually you're not capturing people's details at all. They're staying inside Thinkific. So if you wanted to take that information and move it elsewhere and use it for something else, you can't, which is really quite annoying at the moment, but it is new. You do have the coaching and webinars option. It says your current plan includes one coaching session or webinar. So you can go and create this. And again, this is the same, like if you want to run some coaching sessions or yeah, and it can be paid or it can be free. But again, the people then signing up for this don't make it over to your email service provider. So again, you've only got one of those. And then it says here memberships, okay? Now memberships is only available on the paid plan, but you've already seen that we use the communities as a membership. We don't use the membership plan inside Thinkific for a membership, which is different, right? Now, they do different types of channels. So you can have the landing pages in here and you have landing pages for your website. So there's a landing page for the website and then you've got all of the standard like checkout pages as well. And then you can modify those. And you can have them in different themes as well when you come into Thinkific, which I think it's really nice. They give you an option of a theme. And then you can go and update that theme and change the colors, etc., etc. So you can make it look like your website. Categories won't mean much in the free version because you can have all products. If you look on Carol's page, for example, or on mine, you've got like on Carol's, for example, you've got like knitting tech editing or crochet tech editing, these different groups. These are called categories. So you can literally go and put in these categories, create different categories and go put inside them your different courses. So then people can find particular groups of courses all in one go. Okay. Then it does tell you all about, and I'm going to leave bundles because that's not for this for free, and then order bumps, which is not for free. Coupons is not for free. There are transactions, orders, and then payouts, so you can see all of your orders that come through here. And then you've got all of the users as well. So the users will then show up in here, and you can see all of the users with emails, addresses, etc., etc. I'm going to just come off that because it's got emails of people. And then you've got groups, the certificates I told you we can't use, notification emails we can't use. So none of this really gets used. You can see there's actually quite a lot of wastage with the free one, but you can still create a free course. You can still sell the free course. It's just that it's really restrictive in terms of everything else. So Now that you've seen that, I'm going to actually give up and then let Carol take over and then kind of show you the paid version. So I'm going to go on mute and kind of hide myself, and I will still be here listening around if you need me. All right. So
Yeah.
is that all right?
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. So, okay, this is my list of products. You can see I have got an awful lot of courses here. Each workshop that I do is a new one because, as you know, you can go into that workshop for a whole year. You have access to it for a year with your own videos and stuff in there for that cohort. So I always create a new one for each one, but you can copy courses. So I think what I'll do first is, instead of looking at more down here at the moment, because Paula's done quite a bit about that, I did copy one of my crochet tech editing courses and called it Test here. So we can go in and play with this course. So this is the same sort of dashboard that you see when you go into Thinkific, when you've bought a course. But I am going in as the administrator. So when I click on that, hopefully, here we go, you see a different view to what you would see. Now this bit stays here. You can close that if you want. And this is all the bit just to do with your course. I will actually leave it open because I'm used to seeing it there now. So here is the layout of the course. This is the first sort of chapter, if you like. And you can preview the whole course. All right. So you imagine you're starting a course from scratch. You won't have anything in there. Obviously, I always copy because it's easier. But as soon as you add something in, we look at how to add things in a minute. You can just click over here to see what it's going to look like. And this is probably what you're used to on my courses. So we've got all the different chapters here, all the lessons within those, and all the expansion and everything like that happens. Okay. So let's just go back to the admin screen. So each one of these then is a lesson. And this is just a text lesson. So it's just some text that I've popped in there. For each lesson, you have various options down here. You can make it a free preview, make it a prerequisite. Now I've got this one is a prerequisite. So it's got that lock on it. That's because I want people to tick that they've actually read that. You can have discussions going on during lessons. I've only used that once and not to any great extent, to be honest. And you can obviously delete the lesson. So that is a text lesson. You can tell by the icon what it is. This is a little video lesson, and the video is in there. And again, there's lots of things down here for you to look at. This is a PDF type lesson where I've uploaded a PDF with workshop links and so on. And I've also ticked there to make that downloadable. So you can download any PDFs. I don't make my videos downloadable. I think that's a bit dodgy to do that, because somebody could just take that and build the whole course again. And then this one here is my online terms and conditions, which is, again, it's just a PDF that I add in. You do that by clicking there and selecting it from your computer. And I've just ticked make this a prerequisite, which means they can't get any further until they've marked this as complete. Okay, so what if you were coming in from scratch? What can you add? Let's just tick, because this is a test one. Let's just click add a lesson. Okay, these are the sort of things you can have. Videos. And as you add videos in, they get put into a library. So you have a library available. You can reuse any of those in any course that you want to build. You've got text. We saw that with my little bit of welcome there. And you can include things like images and so on in your text as well. Let's just go back and see what else we've got. We've got PDFs. We've got quizzes. You know, you can have quizzes in there, or create with AI. Oh my goodness. So the quizzes that I set up in my course, I give them a title, and then I add a question. You pop your question in here and you tell the system what the correct answer is, choice 1, 2, 3, however many you've got. And then you also give an explanation. So if they've picked the wrong answer, you say up here which one is the correct answer, then it will come up with this explanation explaining why it's the wrong answer. Now, that is quite a good feature, I think, being able to put quizzes in. You can now import questions from somewhere else. Okay, I haven't done that. So that's the quiz. Audio, I've never really used that. I guess that's just to put an audio in there without video attached. Download is, what is download? Download is if it's something that's not just plain text. It could be an Excel spreadsheet, I think, something like that. So if I browse, let me try and add one. I'll add any old Excel that I can find. Oh, shall I add Lorenz? Oh, bless her. I'm going to upload that. I'm going to save the lesson. You have to get used to saving lessons. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Why isn't it doing that? I don't know why it's not doing that. Oh, that's why. Save. Successfully created. Now, if we popped over into preview, we could actually go to that lesson, that current lesson, and have a look at what's in there. And it will be a downloadable link. You hit the download and it will download that Excel spreadsheet and you can save it somewhere. So that's for things other than PDFs, which show up straight away. For example, here, this is a PDF link that we saw. You can view PDFs straight away. You don't have to download them, although obviously you still can. You can view text straight away. You can view videos straight away as well. Okay, but if it's anything other than those, you just create a download link and that's how you do it. So let's go back. See what else. So that's multimedia or download. Survey, I've never used that. Presentation, I haven't actually used that either. Because my presentations are all videos really, and of course assignments. So you can add assignments in. There's a message here that the student gets. You give them, they have the option to upload their assignments. You've all been quite used to that. And what happens when they do that is I get an email telling me that this assignment is ready and I can go and find it. Now, if I want to, I'm just going to pop over to there. This is where in users section is where assignments come in. Okay, so I see a full list. These are all approved ones. I did one this morning. You might see your name on there if we go back far enough, but it comes in as an assignment like that, and I can download it. I can send a message. I can approve it. These are already approved, so that option hasn't come up. So that's how I check your assignments for you. It comes up in blue with the word pending if I haven't seen them yet. Okay, let's go back to my product. Let's go into my test. Yeah, so that's some of the different types you can add. You can also copy lessons from other courses that you might have. So if you go in there, I can choose, okay, let's go to this one and let's select lesson, let's select that one. And it will copy it in, set it to draft. First of all, there's a little tick box there you can take off when it's ready, and you can mess about with that link as well. Okay, so you can copy lessons from elsewhere. You can move lessons about. So if I wanted to move this one, I just grab it and move it up or wherever. You can move it into another section if you want to. And so let me take this Q&A sheet. I think I can actually do that. Yeah, take it all the way down to another day, move it about like that. And oh, what is that? Oh, that's multimedia, I think. Yeah, this is the link. Okay, the Q&A sheet is a Google document with that you can add to. So this is the link in Google, which is pop it in here in the URL. Let's just go and look at it. There it is. That's an old question and answer sheet. So you can do things like that, where people can actually enter the documents by putting the URL in there as well. Okay, right. How do you add a new chapter? Well, there's a button here, so you can add a chapter and give it a name. And then you can add lessons within that chapter. You can also set them to draft if you want to. If you're developing a new chapter and you've got an existing course, if you set down everything to draft, it won't actually be seen by the people that are maybe already in that course. It just won't appear. When you go into preview, you won't see it at all.
And also, if you're using the free version, I'm back. If you're using the free version, okay, but you don't have the drip schedule, okay, what you can do is you can create the whole course and then put the bits that you don't want seen on draft.
Yeah.
And then when you want to open it up, so if you release a module a week, you can then just take it off draft, okay, and then they can see it.
Yeah.
So, but it's a more of a manual drip. So
you've just reminded me of something that I need to
show.
Yeah. Okay. So we are currently in the curriculum. This is the bits that you can see. Over here is something called the drip schedule. Now, this is what I use on your workshops. You know that things appear on certain days. So you have a tick box here, either when they enroll or a particular start date or on a specific date when content is first released. And then in each one of these, you can put a different day on. So here, the meet and greet was going to be released on September the 8th. The stitch, the Q&A sheet on the 8th, the quiz on the 9th. There's all sorts of different bits and pieces in here. The bonus things on the 9th, and you just go into each one and click when you want it to be released. And until that point in time, it is there, and you can sort of see the outline, but you can't get into it. So that's the drip schedule, and that is definitely a paid version. Other things up here are settings such as the image that you want to have as the caption for that particular course, any text you want, the appearance that you want. I do have a general setting somewhere, probably in settings over here, that are for my primary color and so on, and my font. But you can add logos, so you can upload different logos to appear, and that appears, preview, let me show you, in the center of the top bar. There. Okay, so that's my logo. I've now got the trademark in there. You can choose whether you want your videos to play automatically or not. There's all sorts of different things in here. There's completion messages you can have. You can have certificates if you want them. All sorts of other things that I don't really use in there. Keywords and so on in there. Now, there's also course welcome emails that you can set up. There are some ones that Thinkific will create for you with that will pop in variables such as the person's first name, the site name, such as Cool School. When people enroll, you can get this email sent to them. And what you put in there is up to you. And then there's all these sort of variables available to fill in. But you can also, if you want that on, you have to switch it on. And you can also add other people in as well to be copied when someone joins a course. Right, so all of that's available. That was in course welcome emails. What else is in here? Progress and completion. Video completion required. If you tick that, then you can say how much they have to have watched before they can move on, I think is what that is. I don't tend to use that. We've got basic settings up here, which is the name of the course, whether it's private or hidden, and this one I tend to use a lot, disable text copying. That means that people cannot just go into my course and do a cut and paste of the text anywhere in there and copy it. It won't let you do that. Private and hidden courses, well, obviously this one is hidden because it's a test that I'm just creating. Private course means the course will be public, but they have to ask me for access to it. A hidden course means they won't see it. They'll only see it if I've given them the direct link. Okay, so things like my Brioche Learn Along, which I've also got set up as courses, that's hidden because I only want them to see it once they've enrolled. Okay, I don't want it to be on a generic page that anybody coming into my school can see, because it's not purchasable in that way. Okay, so they're the different options there. What else is up here? We've got, okay, cancel, save settings. Let's just save. I don't really care about this course. Pricings you can put in there. You can have free, you can have a one-time payment of however much, let's say £37, and how long will they enroll for? 365 days. That's how someone signing up for a workshop would be able to get it for 37 and have it for a year. Okay, it's probably going to ask me to save. Okay, when your course is ready, you actually then go and publish it. This one is currently sitting in draft status. You can publish it. If it's not ready yet completely, you can say, okay, you can pre-order this. But if it's ready and you want to get it out there, you can change it to published. I won't bother with that for this one. Okay. Now, also within the curriculum, when you add a video, that video gets stored in a video library, which you can go and have a look at. So I've got hundreds of videos already in my video library. Some of them I've put a front page on, which is called a, what's that called? Let me have a look. It's called a thumbnail. That's the word I was looking for. You can give them a thumbnail, which is just an image that appears before they start playing that video. Now, I only do that. I don't do that for workshops because I don't think there's a real need for it, but I will do it for ones where I'm teaching something like the Learn Along. Communities is where we have the Cool Wall community is in there. Here it is. So if I go in there, this will look very familiar to you if you're ever in there. It looks the same to me as it does to you. I can add things in there. So if I go on to here, I can edit that. And so once we've finished, I will edit that. And instead of having the Zoom link, I will pop in the replay link and you can watch it afterwards. So that's how these community things work. These are the categories that I have. Paula mentioned about that. You can go into categories. Let me go back into here. These are in, where are they? Channels. I have things set up within categories that will appear on the website. Okay. Something else I wanted to show you. Was it in here? Oh, I have got a digital download. I thought I'd try it out. When I did the first Brioche Learn Along, I had a pattern that you could buy at the end of it. And it's also in Ravelry, but I thought I'd try it in here as well, because this is a new thing for Thinkific. So it's in here. So if I have a look in there, it's very similar to Ravelry and places like that. You've got a description, you've got images, description. Actually, it's not quite as different things available as there are in things like Ravelry. I've got my one-time payment. It creates a link, which you can then put anywhere else. I've got have I got a landing page? Oh, I must have a landing page. There it is. This was all generated by Thinkific, and I just messed about with some of the stuff. It's quite a basic landing page. but it's there for you. So Thinkific does create things like that for you. And then publish it. It's published because people can buy it if they want to. Okay, what else do I need to show you? Marketing, don't
I
really
just want
use
to
that. Go on.
point out, Carol, that it was okay for you to do that with the brioche pattern, because the only people that had access to this brioche pattern were the people that had already gone through the course.
Yes, that's
So
right.
you weren't necessarily needing to put their details in your
No, I
thing
didn't
because
have
you already
to.
had them.
Yeah, I didn't have to
Yeah.
save any email things. Okay. In here, this is all about the things that you sell. So you've got your orders coming through here. I won't stay too long on this because I don't want people to see other people's orders. You've got transactions, which is where it splits it into what they're charging as well. You've got a coupon section. So any sort of discounts I want to give, I can set up in here. With a name and what it's going to be for. It can either be a percentage or an actual value and what course it's going on. Bundles, I will just have a quick look at bundles. What a bundle is a way of combining two sort of courses into one, if you like. Let's look at this.
It's from
bundle.
2 onwards. You can bundle as many as you like, I think.
So in this particular bundle, which is what you sign up for when you buy the Knitting Tech Editing Workshop, you get the course. That's the actual course. This is just the bundle containing that course. And you also get the tech editing guide as well. And you can build landing pages. And if we look at this landing page, you can do quite significant things with these landing pages. This is one that obviously Paula's worked on when it decides it's going to join us, because this is what you see when you go into that bundle. Now, I don't know if it's worth mentioning about the add-ins, Paula, at this point, but probably not.
Probably not. No, the page was made with using external company coding.
Yeah.
So actually,
Thinkific provides the basic for you to create a page.
Yeah.
But if there's other things that can make it a little bit prettier. So we decided to use that on this one. All right, so there's a lot to it. And I've been very happy with Thinkific. It does have its odd quirks that are a little bit annoying sometimes. But hey, aren't they all?
Just a little bit. But then I've not found a perfect one yet. And I think that that's really key. And if you're looking at maybe not even Thinkific, but if you're looking at any other ones, okay, is go join a Facebook group, okay? I think Rachel knows this from Shopify, okay? 90% of the comments in there, okay, are groups about what is wrong with the product rather than anything else, okay?
Yes.
but if you join the Facebook group, okay, and you feel like you can manage those issues with the problems that they're saying, that's the biggest problem you're going to have, if that makes sense, okay? There are very, very few
Thinkific
issues
at the moment. Yeah. So you can look at all your users. I've also got certificates. So here's where I set up the certificates that you get. Let's look at this one. This is a proper one, I think. Let's view these. That's it. So again, you can use these variables, which the student's name gets slotted in there automatically. The course name gets slotted in automatically when you have finished that course and passed all your assignments, and then you get an issued date and so on. All of that is in there like that. There are a number of ways you can tell your students what's going on. You can give them a site welcome email. You can send them reminders if you like each week if they're not doing very well. I don't like to push people. That's up to them what they do. So let's just look at one. Let's look at this. So when you sign up, you will get something like this. Click here to reset your password and you'll get an email says welcome to the site. Okay, so there's a number of different notifications like that. That's probably all I wanted to show. I don't use the analytics. I don't know how useful it is. Some of us could do with a reminder. Oh, no, Rachel. All the basic account settings there. So this is about me, my user profile, and so on. All of that's in there. Account management, which is probably to do with what plan I'm on and all that. Here we go. I'm on a legacy pricing plan. That means I've had it for some time and it's old now. You can't get it exactly like that anymore. So that is my monthly pro. Okay. Settings, you can do quite a bit that you want to apply to each course, you know, like the way things look, your emails, your site URL, and again, things like the themes and so on are in here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where, but I set all that up once. It's probably in here somewhere. And then I don't have to do it again, and it uses it for each course. Right. Okay. I think that's probably enough, because there's a lot going on in there. Who is actually thinking of creating a course here? I think a few of you are. So Rachel's nodding. Anyone else? Loren? Yeah. Paula, no. No. Okay. So it can be used for, Thinkific can be used for courses. It can be used for membership. Don't forget that, because some membership sites are quite expensive, I think. So can you connect it to an existing domain, or do you have to have a separate one? Paula?
You can connect it to an existing domain. It would be a subdomain. So like if you've already got like Scheme Queen, actually, you could then do courses.schemequeen.com. So
Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Right. Any questions, anybody? Any other questions? If you want to come off mute and ask anything. I hope that hasn't scared you too much. There's a lot of tech behind it, but I find it quite easy to use. And as you know, I'm
you
not
can
the
always
most
ask Karen if you've got
person.
any. You can always ask Karen if you've got any questions.
Yeah, you
A
can always
course.
ask Paula, of course. Okay. Right. I think that's it for today. Thank you.
Loren, you just popped in, didn't you? We started a little while ago. You're on mute.
Yeah.
You know something, my time here was tricking me. I came at 9, nobody showed up. I was waiting.
Oh.
Then I went there and see, oh, it's 10. So I came at 10. So it's not 10. It's 10. It's
No,
finishing.
we had a problem. We had a problem.
We did have it, yeah.
Start on time.
Okay.
I did put it in the
that's
Facebook
fine.
group, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're gonna put a recorded there?
Yeah, the recording will be in the community.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I have a question, but not for you. I have for Paula.
Oh.
Tons. Tons and tons.
Okay.
Okay, but that's fine. It's good I saw all of you. That's fine.
Perfect.
Okay. Excellent. Right. Okay. Hopefully this is recorded all right after our other issues this morning, and I will get it up into the course, into the community as soon as possible. All right, everybody. Nice to see you
Thank
all
you.
anyway. Hello.
Bye.
Bye.
You sure?